Welcome everybody. This is my second video today, but I want to talk about Aries, and this equinox is here. This is March 21st. This is the beginning of spring, and there are some things happening in the heavens that they're quite relevant to this. In this particular time, uh, we have in the very late degrees of Capricorn, we have Mars, we have Jupiter, and we have Saturn, all in conjunction, and it can be seen on the horizon. It's in the very late night, early morning sky. It's there. I was reading someplace where I think it was a Black Plague or some 1345, I believe was the when it was like this, and they had the Black Plague then. Well, I'm not suggesting that we have the Black Plague now, but we do have some issues around viral infection. So I think that's what the Black Plague was. I don't know. But I want to talk a little bit about these times and in spring, because here we are in this time with Aries, the beginning of spring. This is the equinox. So that is the signal that it's time to renew or start anew. Okay, spring is a time for planting, and it's time to begin our gardens, and it's time to begin our life differently. Okay, well, Mars rules Aries. Aries, as I said, is the beginning of spring, so Mars is very prevalent right now. Saturn is about restrictions and about learning your lessons well, and Jupiter is about expanding consciousness, or just too much big thing. Well, what you see out there, if you look out into the world, you can see Capricorn is about control and power, but it's an earth sign. And I feel like the goddess, the earth, is taking back some of her power. Okay. Uh, I can't, I'm a tree hugger, so I was not very happy when we started polluting, taking all of the restrictions off. The little that they did help some restrictions on the water and not dumping our waste, and all of the things that we were trying to do as environmentalists just went down the poop chute with this new administration. And I kind of feel like maybe the earth is going, oh no, 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 no. And in the heaven, what depicts that? Here we have Mars in the cardinal earth sign going, oh no, we're going to expand the right way. We're going to go to a higher consciousness, or we're not going to go at all. Okay. Saturn will restrict that which is not in the highest and best good. Saturn is the hour hand. When it restricts, it used to be the old days, oh, Saturn's bad. No, Saturn is that English teacher that beat you in the head until you knew how to diagram a sentence. And then, not to use diagramming a sentence, but you know how to speak and talk and do things correctly. So it is success. It is the bringer of the greatest success over time with hard work. Well, we got some work to do as a society, as a human race. We've got some work to do. We cannot keep ignoring the planet and what's been happening. So do your part this spring. Be calm, but recycle. Okay. Stop drinking out of plastic water bottles. Um, Hopefully we can have some jobs collecting all those disgusting plastic water bottles and making roads or something with them, or doing something, just doing something other than what we were doing. We have to go back to a smaller community. We have to be more local in our the way we do things. I live in the Renaissance Festival, the Renaissance world, and we are a local community, so we know how to do that. And as I don't know if you noticed, I'm kind of old, so I came from the country, the mountains, so I know how to make my own bread. I know how to make the things that I need to make, and I feel like that is a lost art that needs to be relearned or remembered. Okay, that's part of a Saturn thing, honoring the elders. Also, I'm an elder, uh, but honoring the wisdom of the old ways, honoring the pagan path, whatever you choose to call it, or just aligning with the natural flow of your life. So this spring, this now, you're home. Most of you, you can't go to work. You can't plug into what I call the devil card in the tarot deck, where you're just in the 9 to 5 grind, in the addiction of having to make the money, to make the money, to make the money, to have the money, to make the money. Well, you can't do that. So after all the gnashing of teeth and the white knuckles, perhaps you'll sit and go, okay, well, here we are. What is the lesson here? What can we do to help each other in our local communities? How can we move forward without the aggression and the assertiveness? The assertiveness is fine, but the aggression and the too much, too big, too grand of Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter is the planet of love and everything. It's Uncle God is what I call it. But too much of a good thing is just too damn much of a good thing. And we have had too much of the electronics, the throwaway generation, the not even knowing where our food comes from. I started my garden yesterday. I suggest that you, even if it's a window box or kitchen garden and you live in the middle of Manhattan, realize as you plant a seed, it grows. And you're a seed too. You're a seed. You started from a little seed, and it's your responsibility to grow and to help the other seeds grow. And if not, well, you'll wither and you just won't make it. So plant your gardens wisely this year. Don't buy into fear and panic, and don't buy into aggression necessarily, but realize it's out there. And don't buy into dis-ease and disharmony, but realize it's out there. Okay. Take care of yourself. Take this time to stop. Literally. You have to stop anyway, because we cannot spread this disease from people to people to people to people. And because our system is not designed at this point to fend off that virus. It will be someday. We'll adapt. We're amazing, amazing beings. Our body knows the absolute perfect pattern to health, but it takes a little minute to catch up, especially when this is a disease that very likely did not exactly come from nature. So pause, honor the equinox. However, even just a thought, this is a new beginning. How do I want my new beginning? How do I want my year to look? Do I want my year to be more in line with the earth energy, with the goddess? Or do I just want to spin out of control? Okay, so this is a time to reset your button and restart your life. And I don't believe, honestly, that we'll ever see things the way they were. The way they were not healthy. So hopefully, when all this is said and done, we'll have a better understanding of what exactly we are, what we need to do, and how we need to survive with this planet, not just exploit this planet. This planet is a living being. Think about that for a second. You're living on a living being, not a chunk of rock. Everything has vibration, everything has energy, and this planet is alive. If you've ever had the chance to look at a telescope, look up, the first time I ever saw Saturn, I was stunned because I knew that planet was alive. You can tell, you can see an animal laying on the ground and you can tell whether there's life force energy in it or not. You just know. When I looked at that planet, I was astounded because I saw life. So if that planet is alive, well then so is Earth, so is our goddess, so is everything in the manifest universe. Because if it wasn't alive, if it didn't have life force energy, it wouldn't be here. Okay? So anyway, with that thought, I leave you to having a wonderful, wonderful new spring, new beginning. Make a new beginning in your own life. Okay. If you like me, uh, so get the button down there at the bottom for subscribe. I think it's over here on this side, and share, and like and share. But no matter, let's be part of the solution instead of part of the Mars energy, part of the problem. Let's keep ourselves safe. Let's keep our family safe, and let's honor the earth and all of the things that go along with that. Thanks. You guys have a great day. Bye now.